What's up, everybody? It's your boy Wes Grant. You're watching Sub Urban Nerd, this channel where I give my nerd views on today's nerd news. Well, actually, it's also the channel where I give my reviews on nerd shows. And today's nerd show is The Flash, Season 4, Episode 11, named The Elongated Night Rises. And this is pretty much the coming of age, or when he truly becomes a superhero, because he's been doing superhero things, but he hasn't actually become a superhero. In fact, he doesn't even have a name in the beginning of this episode. And it starts off pretty funny because, well, not funny. It starts off with Barry inside his jail cell, and there's like a riot going on. Everyone's like caused the correctional officers are getting beaten up, and everything's going crazy. And the Flash he's just showing like, and he does this Flash thing, puts all the prisoners back in the prison, and then the guards lock down the office. And then that's when Barry just carves his finger into the wall like his father did, and he's been there, I guess, 7 days. I don't know how many. I guess he's hoping that they get him out soon, because doing those each day, just gonna. I guess you want to keep track. You don't want the days to go by and you don't even know how long you've been there. You know what I'm saying? So that's when that goes away, and it starts off. This episode definitely funny. Elongated man. He's always, and even in the comics, he's comic relief, and there's this bad guy who has this bomb, and he's inside this place like a blank bank or something. I don't know what it is, but he's got this bank, and he's got the craziest like demands. And Joe's at the car saying, "Okay, what do you want?" And he was like, "I got these hostages. I swear I'll blow everybody up." He was like, "What do you want?" He was like, "All right, I'm gonna want a car, probably a Prius." And then Joe's like, "Oh, okay." He's like, "And then I'm gonna want I want a plane, and then I want a salad, cause I'm counting calories, man, counting calories." He was like, "Okay." While he's talking all this, you see all the hostages just being kind of like sliding away. You see like Joe sees that elongated man's arms and pulling the guys away. Then that's when elongated man rolls up, and the guy's talking like, "I swear to God, I'll blow up these hostages." And he turns around, and nobody's there. And he's like walking like, where'd they go? And then that's when elongated man rolls up in there. But at this point, he's not elongated man. He's just like Ralph. So the guy's like, "Who are you?" He was like, "I'm the superhero." He was like, "Who?" He was like, "My name's Cisco. You. What's my name?" He's like, "I'm still thinking about it," which is funny because Cisco's usually right away with these superhero names, but apparently with this guy can't get it, which kind of leads into the fact that how he actually gets his name. But regardless, that's when the guy was like, "I swear I'm gonna blow this place up." Elongated man grabs a gun, grabs a bomb, pulls it in, explodes, it stretches, and then he burps out a little smoke, and that's when the guy gets taken away. You got Barry back in the prison. It's a creepy guy trying to talk to him, like trying to be friends. Like, "Oh yeah, I heard you got in here for cutting up some people." He's like, "Would you like to trade some, like secrets or like tips?" And Barry's like, "Nah, stay the F away from me, bruh." And then that's when you find out the guy's name is Axel, and while he's talking, Barry's eating this pudding, and Barry's walking away, and he gets tripped and lands in the water, whatever, splashes on this prison guy's shoes, and then that's when they're trying to start stuff, because one trips the other guy, then the other guy's like, "Yo, you got my shoes dirty." Basically, they're trying to punk you and trying to see what you made of, and then trying to just put you in your place, which I swear, hopefully never be in a situation like that. But that's when he gets saved, because that's when his 130, which is Iris, comes to see him. They talk on the phone, and it goes on from there. "I miss you," blah blah blah. That's when that goes. Then you've got the trickster, the guy's name. The guy gets in the medical center, whatever, inside the prison. It turns out that his mom is breaking him out of prison. So him and his mom get out. You've got Barry and also getting some lunch or whatever or something, and then that's when they're about to start beating him up, and then that's when the big dude that was looking kind of creepy in the background shows up and whips all three of them dudes' asses, and his name is Goldberg. If you don't remember Goldberg from the WCW, dude's brolic, you know what I'm saying? So good to see he's still making some money, doing some things, doing some shows, because it was always good to see him. So he goes off and doing this thing. He's like, "All right, now we're even," and that's when you go back, you see Trickster is his mom, and they're talking about, the dude's name is Axel, but except his father was Trickster, which is played by Mark Hamill. And then this lady was, I guess, a girlfriend. She used to go around sort of like Joker and Harley Quinn. She was his she was Trickster's Harley Quinn, and her name was Prank, I believe. And they did crazy things. She's super smart, just like Harley Quinn, apparently. So I don't know. This seems a little bit too coincidental that they're too close. And she basically tells her son that. Yes, and he's like, yo, I'm gonna get her father back. I just gotta be like him. So he goes out and he sees the elongated man on the TV because, the reporters, and he stayed around. And then that's when he was like, I'm gonna kill him. Then I'll get my father to come back and see that I'm just like him. So he goes out, he's calling out elongated man. Elongated man gets, he goes there by way of Cisco. He calls him out. The guy's like, all right, I'm going to beat you. He basically shoots a bomb. He catches it with a hand, explodes, nothing. The guy has another gun, shoots out some ninja stars, went into him, pops out, good. He takes out his little super soaker, and right then I was like, yo, that's liquid. So I don't know if it's acid or something like that, that might hurt him. And exactly what it was acid. He shoots it, goes on his knee, he's like, ah! 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 And I'm like, what the fuck's going on with this dude? So it's not my language, but he's screaming like it's like the opposite reverse of when Peter from Family Guy gets his knee hit. It's like complete opposite. Dude's screaming, and then they're like, oh, he's like flipping out, and Cisco warps in, grabs him, warps him out. Then that's when Axel's like kind of pissed off because he wanted to kill him, and he goes back and he's like, all right, I gotta plan something. He goes, and then Trickster and his mom's off meds now, so now she's just like Harley Quinn, and she's like, all right, I've got an idea, I just made some new stuff, whatever, we're gonna get this guy, we're gonna kill him. So then they devise a plan to call him out, and they kidnap some hostages, bring him back to their warehouse or whatever, and show acid melting this teddy bear, so they're like, that's what's gonna happen to him if this guy doesn't come in an hour. And that's when you've got Ralph now. They're like, okay, you okay? He's like, yeah, I'm hurt. And then they see it on the TV. He's like, yeah, you gotta go save him. He's like, yeah, no. And they're like, what do you mean no? He's like, yeah, after that acid, yeah, that didn't feel good. I'm not doing this no more. And then Iris is like, were you only being a superhero because you thought you were indestructible? And he was like, yeah, kinda. I'm not in the line of risking my life like that, so I'm sorry, but I can't do this. He walks out, and then right when he's walking out, he kind of realizes something. So then that's when he goes over to Barry, and he goes and talks to Barry, and basically tells him that, yo, this is what's gonna happen. You need to save these people, like this, phase out, save them, and then come back. Everything's be all good. And then Barry's like, I can't do this. There's cameras everywhere. Which I'm like, if there's cameras everywhere, they should have seen the elongated man stretched up in there. So I don't understand. It doesn't make sense. You're faster than anything. You can phase through everything. So that's kind of a plot hole. But regardless, that's what he's saying. And he basically gives this long speech about like being a hero and being someone that he's like, I'm not fearless like you, Barry. He's like, Barry's like, I'm not fearless. I'm worried every time. Like sometimes you're feeling on top of the world, and then that's when you get that reality check with these superheroes, which comes with Barry a lot. Like in the first season, definitely. As fast as he is, definitely reality checks left and right. Because even though people or things that shouldn't have kind of hurt him, but regardless, Barry can't be invincible. And especially that's how he goes through all the seasons. And he tells him, he's like, yo, being a hero isn't being someone that's fearless. Being a hero is being someone that's willing to do something even when they're scared. So just that's what it is. And he kind of made his mark on him, and then that's elongated man gets out of there. And that's when Barry's walking and he sees the Goldberg guy that saved him, and he goes and asks him like, yo, thank you, but why'd you save me? He was like, yo, your dad, he saved me. Like, he pulls up, he's like, my appendix was gonna burst. And then that's when your dad was like, the medics, the doctors were gone for the day, and he did this. He pleaded to the guy in charge of the prison to perform the surgery on me, and he took the appendix out, and he, I owe him. And he was like, but now that debt's owed, it's paid, and we're done. And then that's when Barry's like, okay, and he walks off. But when the Goldbergs walk through the little hallway, that's when he gets jumped by the three dudes he punched, whatever, to save Barry, and getting beaten. And I guess, I don't know how long they were beating this dude, because Barry apparently somehow he comes back and walks and sees, sorry. And he sees, you know, this all happening, and that's when he goes and, you know, he's smart with it. The guys are swinging like the fist and then a pipe, and then Barry slows down, turns her hands kind of towards, sort of like what you saw, what's Quicksilver do in Futures Past or something like that, X-Men's, and that's when, you know, they unfreeze and knock each other out. Then the guy with the knife, he's going to swing, and then Barry kind of bends his hand, turns a little bit, and the guy puts his hand into the wall. He's like, ah! And then that's when Barry knocks him out. And then he saves Goldberg, and Goldberg says his name is Dave. So he's like, I guess, you know, like, it runs in the family. And going back to, you know, due to the crime or whatever, you've got Caitlyn and Cisco going to stop them because they don't think Elongated Man's coming. So then they go to save the people. Then that's when it turns out it's the Trickster's son, which is, I guess his name is Trickster too, and then Prank, and they put these handcuffs on him, which I think take out the power because Caitlyn went back to regular. And I'm like, wait a second. Where did they get these handcuffs? But apparently everybody has these superhero power handcuffs or whatever. And then that's when, or maybe they just didn't want to play. No, I think those were the handcuffs. And then that's when you've got Elongated Man comes in to save the day. He goes and he stretches, swings in, kicks the guy, knocks him out, goes tells the girl. And then she was like, well, you can't save your friends. She goes, turns on acid. But apparently, you know, H.G. Harrison Wells neutralized the acid and made a base or whatever. So then when Elongated Man stretched over Caitlyn and Cisco, nothing happened. He was like, "What? Why has nothing happened?" And he was like, "Cause I got this." And that's when, you know, he basically tells him. And it's funny because when he came in, he gave the same kind of speech that Barry gave him, and she was like, "So it touched my heart, but still gonna kill them." But that was all taken care of, and that was the end of the episode. He got a new suit, though, which is kind of cool. Doesn't look anything like the way it is in the comic books, but the comic books is kind of crazy. So this suit, it definitely looks nicer. It's like a souped up, like a gym suit, because it looks like gym pants or whatever. But going to the end of the episode, they were getting some coffee. Then Cisco and him, they're like, who's going to pay? And then he was like, Barry always paid. And he was like, well, I ain't got no money. I didn't bring my wallet. He was like, well, and then the girl comes out of nowhere, was like, all right, I got you guys. And he was like, okay. And she's really cute. Then he's asking, like, okay, who are you? She was like, well, I'm just nothing, just paying it forward. You know, there's possibilities, and then, you know, just infinite possibilities of how someone could help someone. So it's always to keep it positive. And then she kind of is like, all right, bye, and he walks away. And then that's when Cisco's like, I'm surprised you didn't kind of hit on it. He was like, well, she seems way too smart for me. He was like, self-awareness, that's cool. And then that's when the girl, you see her writing in a book, and it's all these weird kind of notes. I think it's the same letters that Barry was writing when he came out of the Speed Force. So that, I don't know how this is going to play in, but definitely looking forward to seeing that. This episode, if I had to give it a grade, it wasn't a bad episode. It just wasn't all that. But there was comedy to it, and I like Elongated Man. So I'll give this a B-, because it wasn't that great. But at the same time, seeing this guy as an Elongated Man is definitely positive. I like him in a season so far. So I like it. So remember to tag, share, comment down below, because I like to talk about the show. Remember to subscribe. Check out the last review of the Flash show, and check out the playlist. So remember, I'm Wes Grant. You've been watching Suburban Nerd, and you've just been nerdified. Catch you guys on the next review.